Hi, my beautiful glowing angels. It's such a pleasure to see you. If you're here, it is not by accident. This is a safe space to feel, to heal, to grow, and to glow. So, welcome if you're new, and if you're not new here, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to see you come back to, maybe get more of me. Maybe you like our conversations. All in all, it's always such a pleasure to be like, okay, I have people I can count on who care about what I say. Today, your fairy guide, me, is here to help you glow your spirit. And I'm not talking about your body, I'm not talking about your face, I'm talking about your energy. Because the truth is, when you glow up your spirit, everything else falls in line and everything else starts to come to you naturally. If you've been feeling tired, or you've been feeling unmotivated, or you've been feeling disconnected from yourself, this is your safe space, okay? And this video is for you. I want to start this off by saying you're not lazy, you're just overstimulated, okay? You're emotionally overstimulated, because I know the human brain, the first thing you're gonna think is, oh my god, I'm so lazy, I haven't achieved this, all my friends are going way ahead of me, and then there's me, I haven't achieved anything. So I want to first tell you, okay, I need you to listen. You are not lazy, you're just emotionally overstimulated. And sometimes we think we need motivation, but I think what we really need is restoration, okay? And there are some things that make you feel very unmotivated, or there are some things that drain your energy that you might not be conscious of. So let's talk about those things, okay? Number one, doom scrolling. Okay, if you're always on your phone doom scrolling, first of all, that cannot be healthy. That cannot be healthy for your brain. And I think as a society, I'm very happy we're waking this up and we're realizing doom scrolling is going to have these effects on our brain years to come down the line, or even it is currently having effects on our brain. I feel like a lot of us are more depressed than the previous generation, and it's because we're spending our time doom scrolling all the time. And that is because doom scrolling, it drains your spirit, which basically, whenever you doom scroll, it then leads to self-comparison, which is gonna like just drain your aura just immediately. Because when you start thinking, why don't I look like this person, why don't I look like this curated, most of the time it's curated version of this person, you're like, oh, my ass isn't fat like that, or oh, like my waist isn't as skinny. And that way you start to internalize hatred for yourself subconsciously, because you're like, oh, I wish I looked like that, or oh, I wish my bodied like that. But it is just curated images. And that's the thing with social media. If you don't want to compare yourself like to other people, I would say to either build your algorithm. If you don't want to get off social media, build your algorithm to like things like art, or things like food, or like just content that doesn't make you question your own reality. Another thing that like immediately drains your aura is saying yes when you mean no, okay? And a lot of women, I know you want to be like the nurturing, and you want to be the happy person that everyone can come to. I felt, I used to be like this too all the time. I would always say yes to people, until one day, like, I sat down with myself, and I thought to myself, I didn't even want to say yes to that person. I didn't even want to attend this party, or I didn't even want to do this thing with this person. But I just said yes because it's a natural people-pleasing tendency. And that drains your aura, because now you're putting yourself in positions that you don't really want to be in. And that leads to like energy exchange of other people around you. You're talking to people you would rather not be talking to, and maybe they're depressed, and that's like weighing you down. So just saying no when you mean no, and saying yes only if you feel comfortable doing what you want to do. Another point I'm going to make is, especially for Black women, I know a lot of us love to be the strong one. We love to be the strong person. We want to be who comforts everyone. We want to be there for everybody. Being the strong one is going to spiritually drain you. It's going to drain your aura. It's going to drain your energy, because you're not investing in yourself. You're not pouring that love into yourself. You're trying to fill up someone else's cup when your cup isn't full yet. Okay, so especially for Black women, and just all women in general, it's okay to not be the strong one. It's okay to not be the one that everyone comes to when they need. Sometimes you just need time for yourself, and that's all you can give, and that's all you can afford right now. So learn how to not be the strong one. You do not need a new personality, you just need peace, okay? So every time you're saying your daily affirmations, I want you to add another daily affirmation, okay? I want you to say to yourself, I release the pressure to be everywhere all at once, okay? And that way, you know, you can start, you know, learning this thing. You can be like, okay, I can't be everywhere at once, and I have to pour into myself. I have to take care of myself, and whatever is causing me to, you know, drain my energy, we have to put a hold on that. We have to stop that. So now we're going to talk about the 4 fairy rules for a spiritual glow up. And first and foremost, you need to protect your energy. You need to treat your energy like it is sacred. The way you would guard whatever is the most important thing to you, your money, whatever it is that's like sacred to you, the way you would guard that, guard your energy the exact same way. Because the truth is, some people don't deserve access to you. They absolutely don't. I want you to think to yourself that access to me is a privilege. It's not a right. It's not something that you can just like, you know, come and take from me. You know what I mean? It's a privilege. If I'm giving you access to me, why are you trying to drain my energy? Why are you trying to belittle me? Why are you so hell-bent on misunderstanding me? So you have to, you know, protect your energy. Whatever is causing you to feel down about yourself, whatever is like stepping into your zone and it's just causing you to feel like less than, to the side, okay? We don't need that around here, okay? Protect your energy, because some people are just hell-bent on misunderstanding you. You can try your best to prove yourself to them. You can try your best to show them, you know, how it really is in plain sight, and they're still gonna misunderstand you. You wanna know why? Because some people just don't want to see you do well. Some people just want to have their own opinions of you. And whenever you're trying to prove yourself to them, or whenever you're telling them the truth, you're breaking their delusion. You're breaking their lies that they've made up about you. So some people do not deserve access to you, because some people are going to misunderstand you regardless. And you don't want to be going around, you know, being all giddy, being all happy. And some people are just energy vampires. They're vampires, and they're gonna use your energy to make themselves feel good, okay? Being around you is kind of like, oh my god, like they try to belittle you. They're like, I'm better than her, or oh, like look at her, like I'm, you know, they're gonna try their best to belittle you. So not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone should be around you, okay? Some people are energy vampires, and they will suck all your energy, especially in today's day and age with social media and everything, like, you know, being so out there. I do want to say silence is powerful, and what people do not know about you, they cannot use against you, okay? And that was something that like my mom used to tell me all the time when I was younger, and I would be like, I don't really think so, like I want to overshare, I want to put myself out there. But I felt this way because I genuinely think that I come from a space of so much love and so much abundance, and I would treat people how I would like to be treated, basically. But not everyone has that same intention as you, especially if you're like me and you just want to put yourself out there. You think, you know, the world's gonna treat you nicely, and truth is, like, you know, put yourself out there, but also some things keep to yourself. The second fairy rule I'm gonna give you is to romanticize small healing, okay? And what that looks like is cleaning your room slowly, because the truth is, if you want to take care of what's inside, you also kind of have to take care of like the zone you're in, okay? And if you're in a clean space, I believe energetically it's just better for you. If you're in a clean space, it's gonna motivate you to want to do more things, and it is just honestly better for you. Like, why would you want to be in a space where everything is like undone, dishes are not done, you know, your whole house is a mess? It's demotivating. How are you going to want to do anything because everything is a mess? You're not going to be motivated. So, you know, do the small things first. Clean your room, light up a candle, have the area smelling good. Burn some incense, burn some sage. I love incense, so it makes my room smell really good, and it's more affordable. I think you can get it for $2, $3. Just little things that, you know, make you feel at peace, because when you take care of your surrounding, you're bound to take care of your inside. Another thing you can do is journal, okay? And it doesn't have to be like a whole thing. You don't have to write your whole life story, but you just have to write one honest page, or write some things you're grateful for, write things that happened today that you would like to happen again, you know, things that made you happy, things that made you sad, because journaling, I feel like, is mind to, like, you know, mind to soul connection. It's a way of like saying, okay, this feeling hurt me, and then reflecting on that, like what triggered that feeling, what made that hurt you. So journaling is a way, you know, to come back to yourself as well in silence, because you don't need a dramatic comeback, okay? You don't need like a, oh my god, it's me again, but you do need that restoration. You do need to find yourself again. The third fairy rule is to stop abandoning yourself. I need my beautiful women to hear this. You need to stop abandoning, and you need to stop betraying yourself. A lot of people betray themselves because, you know, you would never let this slide with anyone else, and you know, if your friend says this to you, you would cut them off immediately. But because it's this, you know, one guy that you're so invested in, or because it's this one girl, or it's like this crush that you have, you let them slide. You just let it pass. Like, okay, you need to stop abandoning yourself, okay? I need you to ask yourself, where am I betraying myself to be liked? What about me is giving people pleasing? What about me is so rooted in other people finding me a certain kind of way? I need you to ask yourself, what am I tolerating? What am I tolerating that's hurting me? The glow up begins the moment you choose yourself. So it's not just me giving you, like, you know, therapy, but it's also me trying to help you reconnect with yourself. And the fourth fairy rule is to rest without feeling guilty, because you're already feeling so unmotivated. So why not just rest without feeling guilty? In a world that wants you to rush all the time, in a world that's like, you know, pushing you all the time, do this, do that, do this, do that, rest can feel very intimidating. Like, I should be doing something right now. It can, honestly, it can sometimes feel very unsettling, because I've had moments where I didn't go in for work and I just felt like I was some lazy bum. And it's because of, that's how society treats people who don't work. It's also because we're in a capitalist society, okay? So the norm can feel like hustle, hustle, hustle. But as a woman, you need to come back to yourself. You need to rest without feeling guilty, okay? Take 2 days off of work. Take 10 days off of work. Take a month off of work. If it's gonna make you come back to yourself, if it's gonna make you nurture your own self, then please, go ahead. And I feel like a lot of people believe that when you rest, it means you're quitting something. But you're not quitting. You're just taking time for yourself. You're taking time to nurture yourself. You're taking time to care about yourself. And in return, you're going to get a spiritual glow up. Your face is going to start looking clearer. Your body's going to start looking tea, because cortisol decreases. When you're working all the time, you're stressing, okay? And that's just the facts. When you work, there is stress. And when you're not resting, cortisol is going up. You're getting 5 hours of sleep because you got to go to work the next morning, or you have to go do this. But you need time. Hear me when I say this. You need time for yourself, please. And the second point is, slow seasons are sacred too. As you can see, even nature has its winter. It has its time where things just, you know, calm down. It has its time where things just slow down. And I believe we are like nature. So we need to align ourselves with the seasons. And I want to remind you that you are allowed to bloom in your own season. So take your time. Please be gentle with yourself. And to be very honest with you, I myself have been feeling very unmotivated. I have been feeling very tired because of everything that's going on with the world right now. And I think it is so important to swing I saw a video that said it's so important to swing the pendulum all the way to the other side and focus on whimsy and focus on things that make your spirit feel alive. Because trust me, you will think yourself to depression, you will think yourself to gloom if you don't take control. Okay, so things that are not nurturing you, things that are not making you happy, things that are, and this is not me saying do not be like involved in politics, because it is so important for as a society for us to be important in politics. This is me telling you that as much as you're invested in politics, I need you to also be invested in taking care of yourself. Because whatever corporate job it is you're working, whatever thing it is that's making you to push, if tomorrow you lost your life, they will replace your job in 3 seconds. It will be posted on Indeed, 3 seconds. Okay, so to the corporation, you're just another number. So this is why I'm telling you to please nurture your energy, protect your peace, and whatever is causing you to just drain your energy, just wash your hands clean, wash it clean completely, and leave it alone. Okay, it's not for you. It is not for you. You don't need to force. Life doesn't really need force, it needs flow. And if no one has told you, you are not behind, you are becoming. Okay, so if this video met you at the right time, please leave a fairy emoji in the comments, just so I know my beautiful fairies are here and you know they're very attentive. I love you guys. Nurture your energy, protect your peace, and don't forget to let the glow guide you. I love you, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, honeys.